It is that time of year, boys. It is hot. It is hot. It is hot. You have to get the A Show 6-piece hot take tea. Pre-order yours today. Hello and welcome to the War Report. I'm your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT and AEW. Recording from a special location, not the normal spot, but I got all my shit here. So, how you feeling, Quan?
I'm doing all right. You know what? Daylight savings time, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's whooping my ass. Yo, I don't, for some reason, like once it hits, like once it's dark outside, I don't want to do anything. I have stuff that I have to do during, like when I get out of work at 4:30.
Yeah.
And when it's like 5 o'clock, I'm like, yo, I don't even want to leave the crib, bro. It's dark outside. Like I should be in like my sweatpants, just like chilling.
Yeah. What's like, because once they turn 6 o'clock, it's like mad dark.
Yeah.
My job, like the saving grace is that like my job has like these really big windows or whatever, and then you kind of like really see the sun setting and shit like that. That was like the saving grace of like daylight saving time. But like now, like the exhibitions are like having walls blocking the windows, so like you don't even get that, like you don't even get the cool sky pictures anymore.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so the motherfuckers don't really give a shit anymore. And then like, because the sun sets is like once like it hits 6 o'clock, the sun is done setting. So it's just like as soon as you get out, it's like fucking pitch black out. I fucking hate
just
it.
Trash. Just killed my whole vibe, bro.
When I found out that we are the only country that does daylight savings time,
bro,
I was just like, why the fuck do we do this?
Dog, even all the states don't even do it. Some states don't even do it. It's like it's the dumbest thing. I don't understand why we still do it. We need to just like sign a petition or something to get this out of here. It's so, and then I don't. What is even the point?
I believe the point was
something to do like farmers.
Yeah, it has to do some shit with farmers. But I'm just like,
wake up earlier.
It doesn't matter. Well, not even that. It's just like it doesn't matter what time of day it is. It matters how much sunlight is out. Like,
yeah,
who gives a shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I don't really care for daylight savings time. I think it's a silly, stupid concept. Yeah, let's get that shit out of here, man.
Hey, you know what? Guess I finally watched Across the Spider-Verse today. Really good. That was really. It was better than. I think it's better than the first one.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a really good fucking movie.
I think that as far as animations go, I don't think I've ever seen anything as good as that, animation wise.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of it.
Even with like Spider-Punk alone, like that was like a
that was
a very interesting animation choice and shit like that. Because they took Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, they took that out of the marketing.
Yeah, I forgot there was gonna be another one. So when I watched the ending, I was like, that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, I was still satisfied with the movie because it was really good, but I was like, damn, okay.
Well, because when I was in the theater, I feel like everybody felt the same. We were just like, what? Because it felt like we got another 30 minutes.
Yeah, we get right to it.
Yeah, and so and then also, yeah, we walked out, like a lot of people walked out the theater. We were just like, what the fuck? And then like I remember that it was like a part 2, like it's a 2-parter. So I was just like, oh, okay, that kind of eased it a little bit. But then like on my way home, I was just like, dog, what the fuck are we gonna get? Like, what are we gonna get for another 2 hours in the next movie?
Without saying too many spoilers, I think the person.
Come on, the movie's been out for a while now.
I'm just saying. I mean, I just now watched this. Just in case the person I
think
I
would have spoiled your ass too.
the person I think that they want us to think is the main villain is not going to be the main villain. I that's my prediction, and I think we'll go from there
Oh,
as far as.
yeah, no.
But
I think he might be like the villain for like the first probably like
first half,
probably for
maybe
like
first
the
half.
first the first half, and then it like switches up like because they still got to deal with Spot, so
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Spot.
that
Also,
like that's the actual main villain.
I think that's a great. I love when people take Marvel like properties and find like obscure villains or heroes, like really make them.
Dog,
I love when they do
you
that. I
you could not pay me, dog. After before the Spider Verse, if you ask me who was Spot, I'd
who
be
the
like, I have no
fucking
idea who that
Spot,
is, bro. Yeah,
bro? Like
I no idea who that is.
think about like what James Gunn did for like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like nobody knew what the fuck Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy was until that
e
movie.
even for Suicide Squad and
Yeah,
Suicide Squad
Suicide
is kind
Squad,
of Suicide Squad is
obscure.
kind of like my favorite obscure folks, but reading I tried reading the comic books and I think they're pretty bad. I think like the one-off stories are better, but the ones that have like, you know, continuing issues, those aren't as great because like Suicide Squad is already obscure.
Yeah,
But as it continues, it gets more like you get more obscure like people involved in the group, and it's just like, no, I don't care. Like, we're gonna stop this now. Turn the shit the
yeah.
fuck off, bro.
I saw
Um,
an interview Quinta Brunson. She was like, if I were to do Marvel, I want to do something obscure like Squirrel Girl. I think that'd be really. I think she actually would be a pretty good Squirrel Girl. But I feel like Squirrel Girl isn't like a younger character though. I don't know if she'd be able to pull it off, but
I mean, she's small as hell, so she could pull it
she
off.
is tiny. She is young looking. I guess they could probably figure it out. Also funny,
She could probably.
fun.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say funniest joke. It wasn't even a joke, but I just think Peter parked car is the funniest shit ever. I think that's so funny, bro. I genuinely like. I had tears in my eyes laughing when I saw that. I was like, that's the funniest fucking thing I ever seen. Peter
Yeah,
parked car.
yeah, that's a really good one. I love the Spider Society stuff. I thought it
Yeah,
was
that shit was cool.
oh, that shit was really good. Speaking of more Marvel stuff, I started playing Marvel Snap, and
Oh,
that
you're on
is
the
helping
wave.
me.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, and that's helping me learn a lot about other like not even obscure, but just like a lot of Marvel folks that I just had no idea who exist.
Yeah. Have you like figured out like kind of like strategies and what kind of decks to use and stuff like that? Because it
Um,
took me a while to really figure it out. Like I think I'm just now starting to really like get strategies and kind of get combos right. It took me a while, but I think I'm just now starting to get it.
um, with today, since the featured location is the one that gives you 5+ energy,
Yeah,
um, I've been dog walking a lot of niggas with ongoing effects, that sort of deck. But what I've been using a lot lately and what's been getting me up there in the ranks are move decks. So that's what
yeah,
I've been using so
yeah.
far.
Move decks are really good in the early game, especially if you got
Yeah,
the Heimdall cloak is really good. Um,
yeah. What is it? I was using Discard for quite some time, but that deck kind of like fell apart once you don't have like certain things. So like my hit rate with that was like a little lower. Um, like with the move deck, like last night I went like on like a 5 win streak.
yeah,
And I forgot to snap for most of those, so I got like 10 cubes, even though I was dog walking motherfuckers. But yeah, no, Marvel Snap is really cool
it's
and
really
interesting,
fun. It's
but
really fun. It's addicting. I've been playing all day
it's
today.
short. It's so short.
Yeah, it's like the at maximum like 3 minute games, so you can get through a bunch of games. You
Hmm.
didn't even realize it.
Yeah, so
I won't even lie to you guys. Half of Dynamite today. I for one I couldn't watch it because my stream kept messing up, so I missed all of Joe
easily.
Keighley. I didn't see any of that. I didn't see none of Red Velvet versus Julia Hart, and I
Oh
missed like half the main event.
man.
I missed like everything, bro. Like literally, I don't know what's going on with Watch Wrestling, but nothing was working. I asked for links in Discord; those weren't working. Nothing was working. I don't know if somebody made the call on AEW, but like every stream was just fucking up. So
Mm-mm-mm.
it might be a
Um,
little limited talk as far from me from AEW side.
yeah, I watched the show. I'm at a friend's place right now, and then we watched Dynamite. So that made Dynamite a little more enjoyable. So I'm not gonna be too down on the show, but
I
there's
actually didn't think
still
it
a
was.
lot of like questions.
I didn't think it was bad at all. Anyway. from what
No,
I
I,
saw.
I I didn't think it was bad at all. But there's a lot of yeah, there's a lot of just questionable decisions on the show. But we'll get there. But first, let's get into these trenches, man. With the big celebration starting first is NXT starting next year, October 2024. NXT will be on CW, broadcast television, and I believe the deal was for 100 mil. That's what it was, right?
I don't think there's a determined as far as there's no confirmed number. They are saying a double what they have right now, which I think is 15 million. So they're saying around 30 million a year. I don't know how many years. Did they say how many years it is?
I believe 5 years.
Okay, so 30 times 5 is what, 150?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
That's a good deal.
That's pretty damn good for NXT. If you would have asked them 2 years ago what the price was, I don't think it would have been that or anything close to it.
Yeah, 30 M for 5 years, which is fantastic. I'm mad. I took a nap when this news came out initially, and I missed the victory lap on the TL. Real shit. I forgot who said it best. I think it was J Mac who said it best, man. If you did not watch Electra Lopez versus B Fab at NXT 2.0, you don't get to rock with us on this, man.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is for
Don't come in.
this true day ones only, man.
Don't come in celebrating, but join the bandwagon now. If you didn't suffer through fucking the horny moments, if you didn't suffer through what's my man's name? What's Joe Gacy's manager name?
Harlan.
You didn't suffer through Harlan.
Nah, this the real shit right here, man. If you was not there for the dance off between what is it, Zion Quinn and I think it was Elgato, you don't get to fuck with us, bro.
I don't even remember that.
You don't remember the dance battle, bro? I think it might have actually been like Rob Stone, but you don't get to rock with us if you don't remember.
Oh my god!
If you don't remember Zion Quinn's Loverboy gimmick when he was all over Electra Lopez, man, you don't get to celebrate with us, man. Oh man, what else happened on NXT, man? If you wasn't there for the hit row freestyle, the live freestyle on Great American Bash, you cannot celebrate.
That was a good one, right? Nah,
no, that beat was kicking Swerve's ass, bro. I remember that shit vividly, bro.
If you wasn't there for Duke Hudson and Persia Parada and Indy Hartwell and damn Dexter Lumis rolling around in the fucking ring, you don't get to fucking celebrate, bro. Don't even start with that.
No, hold on. You hate that shit so much. You brought it up twice, and also that shit was a hit on TikTok, which is hilarious.
I don't give a fuck. That shit was the worst shit. that was the black eye on NXT 2.0.
Oh, if you wasn't there for Draco Anthony's debut and departure, you cannot celebrate.
Shout out to Draco Anthony, man.
If you weren't there for Duke Hudson's gambler gimmick, you cannot celebrate with us. Yeah, that shit was gangsta.
What else?
Man, I can't think of any other shit like any other stuff. But I know I was talking to Justin about it, and he said that CW is part of the Hulu package, so I don't have to worry about switching providers. But I'm extremely happy for NXT. I think this is a great get. It really shows that, it was a slow burn while, Dynamite was like red hot, too hot, burnt itself out.
Hey,
we up.
You know what Triple H said it. He said it the day it happened. He said it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Let's see what AEW contract deal is going to be in the future.
I'm sure it'll be nice. I mean, I don't. You know what? I can't even say that because I don't know how true those rumors are that WB is looking at some WWE content. So Lord knows.
What is it? Is it CW part of Warner?
I don't believe so. No, because then it would be on Max. The CW.
Oh, right.
CW
Warner.
Let me
I'm
see.
typing C brother. The
CBS.
CW. Oh,
CBS
yep.
is Next Star Media Group and CBS. And Warner Bros. Yeah, I guess Warner is affiliated with them. Okay. Hmm.
The foot's already in, bro. count, count,
Hmm.
count your fucking days, Mo.
Well, interesting.
um. Also, this is just a rumor, not much going on right now. But Julia, Stardom's Julia, um, is reported that she might be on her way to NXT. I think this would be a great get on the Joshi scene. Um, I think
Not for
Julia's a
the Joshi
fantastic
scene.
wrestler,
It'd be great for WWE. Maybe not so
or the
great for the Joshi
Joshi
scene.
look.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the Joshi scene rebuilds itself faster than like what New Japan does. So
Well,
like
news.
yeah, the I think like I always say like New Japan shit like their roster like lacks depth. Um with Stardom, I think there's a lot of depth there. Even if like Julia's gone, I think they have like five other people that could really actually take her place and they would not be hurting. Like I feel like if WWE was to take Okada right now, they're fucked.
Oh yeah, no, they're cooked. You know what's crazy? I went on YouTube just to look up a Julia match. First of all, there's not a lot of Stardom did not put any matches on YouTube at all.
They so I follow Stardom on YouTube. They do it a little weird where one, it's in Japanese. They don't have like an English like sort of channel, so it's easier to see. But like there's matches on there, but it's like probably like mass, but like mass under a different match title. So like what is it? Sometimes like during a pay-per-view or like a show, they'll put it up on YouTube with like, mad advertisements and shit like that. But like it'll be two matches. So like you'll see
no.
one match between like one person. That match will end, and then a Julia match would be like on the second half of that video. So it's very weird to do that. But I'm starting to see a lot of Twitter pages just posting full length matches and shit like that. So hopefully there's a Stardom page that starts doing that.
Well, send me a page because I went on there. I watched this. It was a match. It was her and Kairi Sane. It was. I don't know the rules, Joshi rules or anything like that, but the match was like 6 minutes long. It was mad quick, and then like it was fine. She looked fine out there, but like the match wasn't long enough for me to really gauge anything. And also at one point, like whoever the stable is that Kairi Sane was in, they just like ran in the ring and just like broke up a pin, and there was like no DQ. like the match just kept going. I was like, what the fuck was that?
I believe what is it? I believe Kyrie Sane was with Stars at the time, but I don't know. You could probably find something on Billy or something. Discord, do the thing, man. Put Quan on.
Yeah, so
But
I want to go check her out. But I mean, as far as her look goes, I think she has a really cool look. Nobody in WWE looks like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And you know what? The swag is only gonna get higher. Bigger bread, more VC coming through. So we'll see what happens if that like really comes together or not. I honestly wouldn't like bank too much on it, but I think that would be a great get for NXT.
Hey, she might sign with that fucking money laundering scheme over in New York. What's it called? Sukaban?
Stop calling it that, man. They're a good, honest company, bro.
I heard of. Look,
they're actually putting shows together, so I can't hate.
It's just funny because I genuinely haven't seen like one clip from anything from that show on I think I like to think my timeline is pretty diverse. I got some Joshi fans. I haven't seen not one clip from that show.
Go on their Instagram page.
And allegedly they do shows on TikTok.
Yeah, I read that under one of your tweet replies, and I was just like, "Word, that's weird."
That's interesting. I don't think I want to watch a whole wrestling show on my phone, but I guess they do have TikTok on like.
Okay. TikTok does have a picture-in-picture feature, but yeah, I understand not wanting to do that on the phone. Yeah, dog. Once I discovered that, my productivity levels have gone down to the shitter, brother.
What the hell?
I'm watching TikToks playing Marvel Snap, bro.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, they actually put shows together and stuff like that. So I won't say it's too much of a money laundering scheme. Not yet, at least. And so far, no horror stories about the whole promotion just yet. But that'll come with the Carney territory.
Yeah, because there were rumors that WWE was looking to talk with Saray again. and looks like she ended up signing with. Was it how you say it? Sukeban? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's fine.
Sukeban is a style that evolved from everyday wear of delinquent girl gangs in the '60s. That's kind of hard. That's actually kind of fire.
Crit gear, you feel me? Um, but no, that shit's really cool.
What's shorty name from Street Fighter? Sakura. That's the
Oh,
kind of shit they got on. That
yes.
shit's hard. Oh, I'm fucking with
Yeah,
this.
no,
Hold on. They got a fire.
I'm
I'm
telling
sorry.
you, go on their Instagram. They what is it? I'm gonna send you this post right here. They have like a title belt that's like a tribute to Bull Nakano, and that shit's pretty heat. Uh,
I'm looking at it right now. It's almost like a was it the
it's
word
like
mosaic? A mural or something. It's
yeah.
interesting. Also, Bubba kind of got that shit on in this picture too. She had like this fucking big ass chain on, like a black fucking diamond. She was good. How old is she?
I think she's in her 50s now. She looks great for somebody in her 50s.
She looks great, yeah.
Yeah, I this page came up to me on Instagram as like it was just like an ad or whatever, and I was just like, oh, women's wrestling and whatever. I was like, cool. And then I was in a Walmart one day and I looked at their Instagram story and they were just like full on matches, and I was just like, what? How the fuck y'all put a show together with no like I haven't seen a single flyer.
Hey man, we in different times. But yeah, shout out to Joshi Wrestling. That's our Joshi Wrestling segment for the night.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for years. One day I'm like really trying to get into it, but I just don't have the time. But best of luck to Saray. Best of luck to Julia.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully WWE talks to Saray again. I think they could give it another try. But I mean, I would, if anything, I would prefer Julia over Saray. 10 times out of 10.
I gotta be honest. I liked Saray, but I mean, like, she was just cool. Like, I didn't really like. She wasn't like a super standout to me when she was in NXT. I thought that dropkick was really cool. I'll give her that. But besides that,
that's about it.
That was pretty much it. I mean, I don't know what she was doing, outside of NXT.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy about her, but I was definitely always wanting to see more, and that was about it.
Yeah.
All right. So more somber news. Ric Flair signs a multi-year deal with AEW, and AEW, what is it? His Woo Energy is the exclusive energy drink of AEW, which means that we're just going to see a lot of Woo Energy branding across the show, which I don't think that part's too bad. But signing Ric Flair, definitely a weird move. I love on the press release, it says multi-year deal with Hall of Famer Ric Flair. Which Hall of Fame?
To be fair to Ric Flair, he's probably in multiple wrestling Hall of Fames, so they could probably get away with that one. I'm sure he's Observer Hall of Fame or some shit.
Yeah, probably. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, should we try the Woo energy drink?
Absolutely not. I don't drink energy drinks.
Me either. That's what makes it more fun. It also is mushroom infused. I don't even like mushrooms. If I'm gonna start like seeing shit, I'm good. You know what? Mushroom infused might be too much. What's in this shit?
No, I do not want to try this. No. So when this news came out, the TL they started giving AEW the Viking funeral.
Yeah, they really did.
I think it's really I think it's crazy that the Ric Flair signing is what everybody's going like, oh nah man, I can't rock with that shit
that was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was like, bro, I saw diehard AEW meat writers, the usual suspects. They were questioning AEW at that point. I said, damn, that's crazy. The most dedicated accounts that I've seen on Twitter were just like, what are they doing? And that's when I knew they fucked up.
This was a very if they would have just did the energy drink deal, I'm sure people wouldn't really care. But the fact that you signed Ric Flair as well. And just putting him on, like, people were really down when he was on TV already, but like now that you're actually giving him money, um, it makes a little people a little more sad, which I mean, it is what it is.
Mind you, just what 6 weeks ago,
Mhm.
Tony Khan was making all kinds of jokes about Vince McMahon's sexual assaults,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
then signs known,
Ric Flair.
very publicly known sexual assaulter Ric Flair. I don't, just like, come on, bro. Like, you look real goofy when you do shit like that. I don't like that. Like,
Yeah, no,
I have no problem with him making fun of Vince, because Vince deserves that. He's a nasty nigga. He's doing nasty shit.
yeah.
However, you can't do that and then go do that. You can't sign Ric Flair right after. That makes you look crazy.
Well,
It makes you
I'm
look
I'm
less
really glad
sincere.
that people, yeah, I'm really glad people stood on business about it. Because like there's truly no real benefit from having Ric Flair around. You know, allegations or just what he did aside, like there's truly no benefit for having him around. Um, and I don't think him being around for the Ric Flair like sort of departure, which we'll also talk about that I have problems with.
The Sting departure.
Yeah, this road to Sting's retirement. Ric Flair does not really need to be a part of that. Um, like controversial. And I know he's not a good person either, but I feel like the only people that kind of have like more of a right to like be part of that like ride would be Hulk Hogan.
Which they've already said Hogan is not allowed there.
Yeah,
so he's already
like
banned. He preemptively banned from AEW.
I'm just saying, like, I haven't watched a lot of the Reliving War recently, but like, I don't think that Flair and Sting has like had much of like a relationship together in ring besides just being in the same company.
No, Ric Flair put Sting on. That was the first feud that really put Sting, that really made Sting Sting.
Oh, okay. Then I retract all those previous statements. My fault.
Because they had the match at Clash of the Champions. That was the match that was like, okay, Sting's the main event, dude. We fucking with him. But
okay. My point still stands that Ric Flair shouldn't really be around.
I think in this instance, I don't think it's necessary, just because Ric Flair really didn't have much history with AEW. So you know what I mean? It like, I don't know.
It really should have just been Darby just being like,
because it's been him and Darby
to the sunset, and then like that should be pretty much it. Like that's all it really needs to be. Yeah, Ric Flair doesn't really need a part of this.
Or at least you could have brought in Luger. I don't know what he's up to.
Yeah.
Is he did he do something bad? Let me go check first. I think Lex Luger did something bad. I mean, I know he was there when Elizabeth passed away. So I mean, but I mean, look, you know what I mean? Let's see. Legal problems.
Lex Luger legal problems.
I'm on the Wikipedia. He had a legal problems section, so there.
Oh damn! It probably got that bad.
He got caught with some Xanax and vodka. He's on some oxys. That's normal. That's normal 80s wrestler shit.
Well, my man just wanted a good time.
Let's see. Scott Steiner and Buff Leg, they were removed from. They were doing some bullshit on a plane. Hey, if I'm out with Scott Steiner, Buff Bagwell, and Lex Luger on a plane, they know the niggas is wilding.
Yeah, they on bad timing.
They got kicked out of, where were they at? Manitoba, so they was out in Canada. Nah, I guess he seemed all right besides Elizabeth stuff, but I mean that's just kind of
all right. Let's go get Luger, brother.
Hold on, no, he said 2003 he was involved with a domestic dispute with Miss Elizabeth, his then girlfriend. He hit her. Okay, damn, she had a rough man. She was going through with her damn partners, huh? Jeez. Okay, yeah, maybe not, but either way.
Would you rather have Ric Flair or fucking Lex Luger, brother? Pick your poison. Pick your poison of non-problematic 80s wrestler. When Sting probably being the only really non-problematic one.
Who's an 80 wrestler is not problematic besides Sting? No, what did
Uh,
Ricky Steve,
Kevin
Rick,
Nash. Yeah.
Ricky Steamboat? I don't know. Kevin Nash become problematic. I wouldn't say that. Steamboat. I don't think he ever did anything.
Yeah, Steamboat would have been a
I was gonna say
big
Scott
thing.
Hall, but he killed a nigga, so he can't come in.
Also, Scott Hall is dead, so
So-
I don't know if you forgot that.
I was just thinking of 80s wrestlers in general. I wasn't thinking about
Okay.
Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Jesus Christ. We're
All
off
right.
on a tangent. Doesn't even matter anymore at this point.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's plenty of different avenues that they could have went instead of getting Ric Flair, but I guess Ric Flair was the first one to pick up the phone and said, "I want to be part of this." Honestly, shit, it could have been Sting's idea too. Shit.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm sure they asked him like, "Hey, you want Ric Flair with you?" He's like, "Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
He was like, "Yeah, he put me on." Shit.
Let me on." You know what I mean?
But all right, let's get into AEW. So this was a show in Portland. I personally felt like this show was very like I didn't think the show was like necessarily like terrible or anyway, but I thought the show was very middle of the road.
Very wrestling heavy compared to last week, which I felt was very promo heavy. This was a lot more wrestling on the show.
Yeah. And still, with that said, still like some of its detriment a little bit. And I only really mean that with Swerve and Pentagon Jr. But we'll get there. But at the top of the show, we have MJF and Daniel Garcia. Very regular, normal match. I like the one-arm pile driver. That's pretty much it. Like I thought the match was like real regular, and yeah, that's all I really have to say about that one. Like it felt like your usual champion beats regular ass nigga type shit, like how it kind of should be booked.
Yeah, I think it booked as it should have been. I don't think.
Yeah.
We should have been any more than that. I thought they both did some good, like, body work as far as like MJF dealing with the arm to get the arm bar in, and then Wheeler Yuta going for the leg or the knee on MJF so he couldn't get his any of his moves off, really. The fucking Heat Seeker or the Panama Sunrise. So I thought it was a good TV match. I'm always here for MJF wrestling working TV matches. I think he should do more often. So I was cool with this match. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think Daniel Garcia looked weak in this at all. So I think overall positive for me as far as this match goes.
Daniel Garcia already looks weak to me, so he didn't come out this looking any weaker. But yeah, no, the match was very normal, very regular, nothing to really write home about. Now with Swerve Strickland and Pentagon, this is where AEW, like, this is a constant AEW problem where somebody who has like a much meaningful program that is going on is going really long, fighting tooth and nail against somebody who is not doing jack shit and is a fucking jobber.
You said that, however, I think Pentagon has been winning a lot just on the show you don't watch. He has been going, and actually had a. I hate the lucha matches, but he actually had a really good match on Rampage.
So he's winning matches, but what is Pentagon's story going on right now? Because commentary, all they had to really say is about Swerve breaking into what is it, Hangman Page's house.
Yeah, for sure, that's the story they want to tell. But I'm just speaking on like I wouldn't say Pentagon the job. I understand where you're coming from, though. I understand what you're saying because they do that a lot as far as just kind of having like, why is this guy going 50-50 with the number one contender or whatever,
or somebody who really doesn't have anything going on? Like, yes, he's winning matches, but what is his story going currently?
I think he has a title shot coming up. I don't remember what title, but I think he has
what the fuck.
He's been winning. I know you don't watch like Rampage and Collision stuff. He's been kind of going off lately.
I'm not the only nigga that's not watching that show, so They should probably take that into account and let us know what the fuck Pentagon is doing, because in commentary they did not mention him having mad wins. They didn't mention him getting a title shot, at least like what I like, when I had my ears open during the match. But yeah, it's just weird. And then, like, if Swerve was gonna go 50-50 with this nigga, like, you probably could have did that shit after he beats Hangman Page.
You think he beats Hangman Page?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Who won the first one? Does Hangman win that? Swerve won the first one, right?
Swerve won the first one, and
you
then
gonna beat Hangman twice in a row?
Yes, I think he should, honestly. I don't, because honestly, I don't think this feud should have really continued after. Personally,
I feel like if Swerve breaks in the nigga's house, you gotta give Hangman the win. I feel like a house break in, you gotta give the person whoever's house got broken in the win.
We'll see. You're most likely right. But I just don't want Hangman to win. I want the story to kind of just be over with. Like, I don't want this story to continue into 2024. Like, I want this kind of like.
Well, okay. So after that, would you have to have Swerve go at MJF at that point?
Yes, let's get the shit out of the way. Or whoever the TNT champ is. Who's TNT champ right now?
Okay, I feel like that's like the lowest level of the singles men title. I'd rather him go for. I mean, if that's the case, you might as well go for the international. I don't even know who the TNT champion is. Who is the TNT champion? Oh, Chris, is it Christian still?
Oh yeah.
Or Christian lose it?
No, Christian. Yeah, it's Christian. It's Christian.
It's still Christian? Okay, it's still Christian.
Yes. Crazy. Okay. And honestly, what is it? Orange Cassidy already beat his ass already. I mean, if Swerve were to go into the direction of like Hangman Page did have a feud with Jon Moxley. So if Jon Moxley were to get the intercontinental, the international thing back, I think that would be a good fit for Swerve to like start that feud. I think that would be a good direction to go. I don't think it would be great TV content. Let's just be.
I mean, at this point, BCC, they can just switch heel or face whenever. There's no rules with these guys. They're face 1 week, heel 1 week. So I guess you can pull off a Moxley Swerve. I'll be interested in that.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, I can do with and
we've seen if they want to take it to like a hardcore style match, we know that Swerve is capable of doing those kind of matches from that match he had with AR Fox over Lucha Underground and shit like that. So like we know he's willing to do that. So I mean, it could be something interesting if they go that route, Moxley or MJF. I say if you beat the former world heavyweight champion, then you might as well just go with him and MJF.
Yeah, no, that's my logic as well. But so Swerve gets the win, and then Hangman Page comes out, gives him a couple chair shots, and then gives him a dead eye to like some tables off the ramp. And then that's about it.
It was cool. It wasn't mad. I missed the post match because that's when my stream started fucking up.
Okay. I actually want to rapid fire through the promo parts so I can just focus on the match parts because I'm gonna forget about these promos if I don't. Orange Cassidy tells Moxley, "Hey yo, man, I'm really serious about this shit, my nigga." You think, what is it? I just picked up the bones of Phoenix, which he absolutely did. Phoenix was a fucking broken man in that fucking match. But he's gonna, Cassie's gonna prove that he earned that title fair and square, and he's gonna beat Moxley again. Jon Moxley's part of the promo was honestly, I wasn't really listening. But he said,
get your crew. I'm gonna get my crew. We gonna meet in LA. And then if you make it through that, then I'll see you at Full Gear. That's what he said.
What is it? What makes this LA show so special?
Just in LA.
Or they just okay.
This is just the Forum show. I guess it's gonna be like their West Coast Grand Slam.
Okay. Because I was just like, they keep mentioning like they keep just like saying LA, and I was just like, is that supposed to be like some special show? But it's just like
I believe that's the
Full Gear is in LA.
Full Gear. Oh, is
Full
it?
Gear's in LA. It's in the forum, right?
Oh, then
That's the
maybe I'm
forum show.
bugging. Maybe I misheard what
They're
he
probably just
said.
gonna be in. They're probably just gonna be in LA all week,
Okay.
which is whatever. That's cool. That's fine with me. Um, Tony Storm and Hikaru Shida's promo. It's one of those usual sit down promos with the women's title where they just say shit and then they stand up and then look each other in the eye with Tony Schiavone poorly mitigating the thing. And I thought it was very funny that it was in all black and white because Tony Storm was in the frame. Um,
I do like that. Nice little
yeah, I
touch.
thought that was funny. I think what would be really funnier is if they did pull some Spider Punk shit and then only Tony Storm was in black and white during that
If they had that kind of
I think
technology,
that would
that'd be kind of crazy.
I mean, it could be done, but that would take a lot of editing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Can't really do that shit on the fly. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Tony Storm, she just says a whole bunch of shit, and then Hikaru, she did not really with the bullshit. She just said, "Motherfucker, I'll see you at the forum."
Jay White had a promo, and he mentioned something that pissed me off. Well, not what Jay White did, but what MJF did on Saturday.
MJF mentioned Google.
MJF had a very fired up promo about Google Trends. He said, basically, the gist of it was like, "Yo, no one cares about you. I got higher Google Trends than you." And I said that has to be. I'd rather he just talk about like fucking Meltzer ratings at that point. Google Trends, like who brags about Google? Could you imagine The Rock coming out talking about Google Trends? What? Bro,
I'm praying that he never does that.
Imagine you beef with a nigga. He said, "Well, let's go look up our Google Trends." Like what?
Looking up Google trends is like Stan Twitter type shit. Like, you're a man.
What?
Be a man.
Man. That's why. And then Jay White called him out. Said that's why you're insecure. That is if you're Google trending, that's some insecure shit.
I'm not gonna
extremely
lie.
insecure.
Jay White definitely smoked MJF in that.
Jay White smoked though because everything he said was true. Like, bro, what are you doing, dog?
Yeah, this motherfucker MJF is fucking spiraling, bro. I don't know what the creative team is feeding this nigga, but
he's definitely doing his own stuff. He's doing his own stuff.
And I'm sure they're all telling him that it's really great when it's really fucking not. We hear from the Golden Jets, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. This is another promo which really fucking shocked me. The Young Bucks are still doing their very angsty teen, "Oh, Kenny doesn't care about us" type shit. He doing his own thing. And I think Kenny Omega cooked them. And if you're getting cooked by Kenny Omega, I think you need to hit the drawing board, get some personality, take some speech classes.
You know what? You say that, but sometimes Kenny Omega be getting niggas. Sometimes, every once in a while, he'll pull out a promo and be like, "Hey, I didn't know you had that in you." Every once in a while. It doesn't happen often.
When the Bucks was just like, we could probably beat you, well, this and that, all this shit, and Kenny Omega was just like, "Motherfucker, I already beat your ass once." And I'm pretty sure I could beat your ass. Like, I didn't beat your ass just once. I didn't beat your ass just twice. Or I beat your ass twice. I did it with Hangman and I did it with Kota Ibushi. And I'm pretty sure I could do it with fucking Chris Jericho. Get the fuck on, bruh. And I said, "Hey, yo, the Bucks, go sign some paperwork, bro." Hit the back office, stamp some letters, man. Or stamp some mail. Cause who get on, and honestly, like, who gives a shit? Like, you're like, Kenny Omega is handling his own business. The enemy of the enemy is my friend, of course, but like, he's handling his own business. And the fact that y'all couldn't without him, that's not his problem. And it could have just been like, let us help you sweep this Don Callis family shit under the rug, and then we could go back to being the elite. Like, it could have just been that, but it's just like, "Oh no, you're too busy playing with Chris Jericho. You don't like playing with us anymore." And it's just like, all right, this shit is getting childish and really stupid.
Also, I'm just over Elite Civil War Part 5.
Yeah, and it's always the Bucks acting like little babies. Like, why aren't you guys mad at Hangman Page for like leaving y'all high and dry, and y'all mad at Kenny Omega?
Hangman got his own shit he
Like,
worried about.
but apparently they don't like when niggas handle their own shit.
I guess not. They should have helped him. I mean, they had that man up in his crib. Where were they at? You know what I mean?
I'm saying,
They should have pulled up on him. Like, hey, what you doing, dog?
like
That's my goddaughter. You over there
like
fucking with.
it is so stupid that they're on Kenny Omega's ass about handling his own thing when Hangman Page literally ditched them to handle his own thing, and they have said nothing to Hangman Page since.
Yeah.
So stupid. Let's get this shit out of the way. Sting, Darby Allin versus the Outrunners. It's a match that happened. Is there anything that you would like to add?
Sting's first match in Portland since 1989.
Ooh, against some
Dang.
fucking nobodies.
It's the Outrunners. Outrunners are low key kind of over. They're a fun little gimmick. If you're not there to take them seriously, I mean, the guy's name is Turbo Floyd, and I forgot the other guy's name. So like, obviously, it ain't meant to be taken seriously. It wasn't competitive, which I wasn't expecting it to be. They let Sting come in, do his moves, let's get out of there. I was fine with that. I had no problem with that.
Yeah, that's all it really needs to be. But there was nothing much to really write home about, so I was kind of just ready to sweep that shit under the rug. Next, we have the ROH World TV Championship, which I think is a stupid title. Samoa Joe versus Keith Lee. This match was I felt Keith Lee looked pretty good in this. Like Joe gave him quite a lot.
Keith Lee looks like he's back in shape.
I wouldn't say that, but he looks right. Like he looks like sort of like his NXT self in ring.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like he's back in shape. He looks like he's not literally this. He's not the same size as he was in NXT. Yeah. But I'd say he looks a lot better than he did a couple months ago. He looks like he's moving faster. You know, like he's breathing as heavy.
Oh, I think he was good out there. The breathing heavy, I'm gonna have to disagree with that one. That boy was huffing and puffing at some point. What is it? I missed when he gave Samoa Joe that German, bruh. Man, I started getting lightheaded. The oxygen started leaving my room, bruh. But I thought the match was okay overall.
Okay,
but,
please tell me the promo that Samoa Joe did after, because I missed the whole promo. All I saw. Let me know, what did he say that made him say, "I'm giving this belt up"?
So he wins. Samoa Joe goes, "I am the greatest Ring of Honor World TV champion of all times, and I'm looking to bigger and better things, so I vacate this title." And then he leaves the belt in the ring, and then he walks off. And he says, like, the next title I win will be the AEW title, the AEW World title.
Okay,
that is very much the promo.
All right, so like, right.
Why not have just like
I don't understand. There's multiple options we could have went here. I feel like this was like the worst choice of options. Like if they wanted to get the belt off Joe, they could have done a multi-man match, B, just let Keith Lee win the match, or C, why doesn't Samoa Joe just have aspiration to be a double champion? MJF for the double champion. Why can't Joe be a double champion? That it's just a very strange thing to have Samoa Joe have this really long dominant title run, and just no one beats him for it. I mean, if you want to like compare it to like Asuka like moved on to a whole different like brand when she gave the belt up. Samoa Joe ain't moving on. No, he's in the same place. So like, why not just have him have both? It's really like, or like if you don't want him to lose or get pinned, just do like a multi-man match. Why couldn't you do like Samoa Joe versus Keith Lee versus fucking like Commander or something?
And then like have him not even get pinned.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with all those decisions.
Strange decision to have him just vacate it. Make the belt look worthless. We made that whole title reign just seem kind of pointless because no one got over because of it. I didn't understand that.
I agree with all those points, but you know, let's not try to make sense of AEW booking, man. And they're probably gonna have like some multi-man match for that damn belt anyway on like Rampage or Collision anyway.
They're definitely doing a tournament. You're bugging. You know what they're doing.
Where
We are getting
where
a
nobody's
tournament.
watching.
We are getting a full-on tournament. 16
Well,
man.
keep that tournament on shows I don't watch, bro.
We're getting fucking Lee Moriarty versus Action Andretti, and you're gonna like it, buddy.
Listen, not on the show I'm watching. That's for sure. Two niggas on Dynamite, absolutely not.
What's my man's name? What's the big dude from ROH who had the pay-per-view match? What's my man's name? The dude
was that nigga Shane Taylor?
Yeah, Shane. We getting Shane Taylor versus fucking
Jeff Hardy or some shit. Trust me.
Satnam Singh. You don't like it.
They should probably throw Jay Lethal in there. Team TNA really doing shit on Dynamite.
No, this last thing needs more title fucking opportunities. I'm tired of seeing the niggas at their title matches.
Okay. Red Velvet and Julia Hart. I thought this match was actually pretty decent.
Good to see Red Velvet back.
I was
a fan.
When I saw the graphic, I was like, Red Velvet lives. Like, I was joking, but like, I actually thought this match was pretty decent. This is probably Red Velvet's best showing in a really long time, and not just saying that because she hasn't been on TV in a really long time. Like I would say, like I think this showing was like better than her Jade match. Yeah, this was actually pretty good. The post match I didn't really care for. Willow coming out.
They've been doing the same kind of post match for the last 3 weeks. It's been the same thing. Like they come out, Julia Hart stares at Willow or stares at Sky Blue, and then nothing really happens. It's been like that for the last 3 weeks. I don't really know where they're going with this because at least it looked like Sky was gonna turn, and then she didn't turn. She sided with Willow, but also it looks like she still might turn. It was really weird. I don't know where they're going with this. I'm not even sure if they know where they're going with this at this point.
It don't really matter to me, man. Yeah, I genuinely don't really know where this goes because neither of them have a title, so I don't know what the point of this is. And then Julia Hart doesn't technically have a pal by her side right now, so it's not even like they could run a tag team match. Julia Hart is severely outnumbered. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Main event, Mark Briscoe versus Jay Briscoe. If Jay Briscoe wins this match, he will be facing off against MJF at Full Gear. Now, my problem with this feud between Max and Jay White is there's a lot of matches in between where they're just like, oh, if they win, they're gonna take his place, and it's just like, dog, you're not changing the fucking match. What do you who are you fooling? You're not changing this fucking match, bro. Stop it. And something sorry, before we continue talking about the main event, there was another promo by the Guns after they beat the Bollywood Boys. Sorry, I forgot about that. And they just said, MJF, don't forget it. You also have to face us at Full Gear. So you can pick any loser. Hopefully you pick somebody from the crowd or some shit like that, and we're still gonna beat your ass anyway. So eat a dick. And then I was just like, okay, that was the promo. Mark Briscoe versus Jay White. I thought this match was it was fine for what it was. It's just one of those things where just once again, just like the Pentagon and Swerve thing is just you're putting somebody that we really haven't seen on TV for on Dynamite for quite some time, in a winning front as well, putting them in a position where they're in a position to be in the main event, and it's just it's not going to happen.
To be fair to Mark Briscoe, I think he's a little different than Penta because he never lost until tonight. That was his first loss since he signed, and he was injured for a while. So,
okay. I mean, even with these disclaimers, there's still ways to make this match matter and then maneuver around,
Oh, I didn't care about this match. Let me tell you, as soon as as soon as my
Yeah,
stream stopped working for the 20th time, I said, you know what, it's fine. Whatever
because you
happened.
like, yeah, because you kind of know what happens here, and then what is it after the match was after the match ended, uh, MJF music plays, but like he's behind them, and then MJF takes out all of Bullet Club Gold, and I was just like, you guys severely outnumber him. How the fuck? Um, and then there's a blackout. Um, I I was gonna say the black people, but the shadow people.
The black people.
Yeah, they're all
That's
black,
funny.
but they're beating up the Acclaim backstage, and they throw boas through some glass, which I thought was pretty sick. And then the Devil Mask appears, and then MJF goes and runs after him and checks on the Acclaim, and then Samoa Joe is just like, "Looks like you don't have any friends, brother. I'll be seeing you at Full Gear." I mean, just give Joe the fucking spot and then just beat him again. Like, fuck it. Like, does there need to be more?
I don't know. I'm interested. I do like the fact that they're giving MJF a bunch of enemies, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm still not sure what's going on with the devil stuff.
I think the double stuff is probably the worst stuff that is going on in this feud.
Yeah, I know that I'm for sure they pivoted from whatever it was initially supposed to be, and they kind of have to go a different route because it was the devil was gone. I mean, that devil was gone for like a couple weeks, and then it just started to pop up again. So it makes me think that maybe they had to figure something out. We'll see. I hope we get some more kind of. I like the direction it went tonight. We're finally kind of getting somewhere. So I'm gonna let it rock and see how the next couple weeks go as far as this devil stuff goes. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't mad at that finish. I like the cliffhanger ending. More mystery. Tune in next week type stuff.
I wouldn't say the devil thing doesn't really intrigue me, so it's not really an interesting cliffhanger from in my opinion. But that is it for AEW. Let's get into these quick hits really fast. Stardom's Mariah Marie debuts, and I think this is probably the worst decision or the worst kind of debut they possibly could have done. She debuts in a backstage segment with RJ City and just saying like, I'm here in AEW. I think bits and pieces of her promo saying that I'm here, there's like clear avenues that they could have taken to make her debut much better. She says she's in AEW like solely because of Toni Storm. She went to Stardom solely because Toni Storm. So why don't you debut her after during the match of Hikaru Shida and Toni Storm and help her win that belt back? And then you'd be like, somebody in the chat said like Marie should be like her Mickey James or some shit like that, but just debut her like Solo Sikoa and just like help her win a title, and that's all it really needs to be. I thought the
only thing is I don't know, do people like really know who Mariah May is like that for real?
No.
So like if she came out during the match, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Well, I guess you could probably get away with that. I don't know. I just don't. I do agree. I think an RJ City interview is a weird way to debut somebody. Because what the fuck? Also, I don't like RJ City. You know what? I'm sure he's a nice guy. Something about him I just don't like.
I personally don't feel like
every time I see him, he just pisses me off. Like, bro, get off my fucking TV screen. You're not funny, for one.
Yeah,
that's you have never made me laugh.
I don't think that he's a great on-screen talent.
He's not. They keep forcing him on it. I just don't understand.
I mean, he's like the same funny to me as Danhausen. Like it's just it's for not us, to say the least.
Yeah.
There was a report about the Sega thing in AEW, and did you like the video package with the video game? And
I didn't mind it. It's that brand integration stuff that both AEW and WWE do it, so it is what it is. I'm not.
Yeah, but
honestly, I didn't know about that game. The game didn't look that bad. It looked all right, to be honest.
I mean,
I was okay.
You know, I've
I
been
wasn't
familiar
familiar
with
with that
those
game.
kind of games, so like it looks like every no, I wouldn't say it looks like every other Yakuza game, but like it's a Yakuza game with like fun, like more combat diversity, more than just throwing hands with the wire and shit.
And
I just thought the video
the
pack.
promo
Oh,
worked.
go ahead.
The promo worked on me because I wasn't familiar with that game. Now I know what it is. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look it up.
No, I thought that part was kind of funny because what is it? Like the dude is doing combos and he's doing like his wire shit, which like seems to be the gimmick of the game. And then it cuts to like AEW footage that is like completely like not in context or just like doesn't really fit what's going on. But like yeah, no, I just thought that I just wanted to talk about it because I thought that shit was funny.
After I see Rey Mysterio high five a fucking giant piece of cinnamon toast
Cheerio.
crunch,
Yeah.
at this point, nothing as far as brand integration goes for me in wrestling is gonna shock
Yeah,
me.
no, I wasn't saying I wasn't saying it was bad or anything like that. I just thought it was
It's just
funny,
funny.
just like
The
the giant,
juxtaposition of it, just like
yeah, the giant cinnamon toast crunch. All right,
why
let's
you
get
better go
into
beat his son
NXT.
up. Let's go to NXT.
Um, First things first, let's start with the Iron Survivor qualifying matches. We have Tiffany Stratton versus Fallon Henley that was supposed to take place at Halloween Havoc, but as you know, what WWE does, once a women's match is cut, they bring it back with higher stakes. um, and I thought Fallon looked really good here.
Tiffany
That's
whooping
pretty
her
much it.
ass.
Yeah, Tiffany was whipping
Tiffany,
her ass, but I thought
why'd you throw her out the ring like that?
dog threw her out the ring like
Tossed
a
her.
sack of potatoes was
Just tossed her.
crazy. That
Just
doesn't even
tossed her.
look like a botch neither. That looks like
No,
intentional
that was
like
deliberate. That was
pain.
no bot. She threw her out there. There you go. See ya. Also that moonsault she hit knee directly to the face. I know that shit hurt
Mhm.
real bad.
I don't think Tiffany like her, bro.
Yeah, that straight up knee to nose. I know her shit was.
Yeah.
Whew.
But Tiffany Stratton is gonna be in the Iron Survivor. I think that's gonna be great. Her and
Was she there
Kiana
last year?
Jane. I don't think so.
Okay.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't. I think she was still feuding with like Wendy Chu or some shit at the time. Or that was just that weird time where she was just like off TV and then she came back. But yeah, so she's gonna be in the Iron Survivor, and then later on the show, Kiana James and Tiffany Stratton are talking in the back, and Kiana James is just like, I don't really like these bitches on the roster, and I know you don't either. And then I think Tiffany Stratton has found a friend. She said she does not mind her. So and when she said like it's gonna come down to you and me in the Iron Survivor or whatever, and they didn't do that weird thing where they bond and then they suddenly hate each other when they come to that realization that it's kind of every woman for themselves.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be cool. I hope Kiana James is in it again. I thought she had an amazing showing last year. The true turning point with that, I thought turning point performance from Kiana James there. The other Iron Survivor qualifier is Dijak versus Tyler Bate. Honestly, when I saw this matchup, I said, Tyler Bate, you're not cutting it, brother. Absolutely not. This match needs Dijak.
And we sure got Dijak. Also, once again, the nigga Dijak doing backflips. Like you tell him, stop doing that. I don't want to see a backflip.
You're not his daddy.
Don't do a backflip. You were 8 feet tall. Stop doing backflips.
You're not his daddy, nigga.
Man. Also, Tyler Bate, if they don't just throw him in goddamn brawling brutes and get this over with, what are we doing with Tyler Bate?
Like he just needs to get back into that role, or he just needs to get into that role. Like I don't know. I really don't know why he's still doing this.
He's been on NXT for 8 years, and y'all just put this man on SmackDown with his boy and get this over with. What I don't know, because clearly they had nothing for him to do in NXT. It's been 6 months since he's come to the States. He ain't done shit.
Yeah, it's so weird how they're booking Tyler Bate. Like, just put him in Brawling Brutes, bro, and then we keep it pushing.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Next, once again, Braun Breaker defeats Von Wagner, but not really. Friendship prevails always in the end.
He got tabled.
Yeah, I thought this match was pretty not great. Yeah, I didn't think this match was like particularly any good, but
I think I was expecting more.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot more, which we did get here.
Maybe
I feel
it's
like
not
they
over.
probably should have pushed this shit to deadline.
Maybe it's not over.
I kind of want it to be over though.
I feel like if you smash my head in a table, throwing you through a table ain't enough. We gotta take this next level. Personally, you gotta die personally, but you know, outside of that,
I agree there, but this is NXT, so let's relax.
You think murder's out of the question in NXT? Out of the question.
You're right. But yeah, no. The match ends. Von Wagner loses, and then Braun Breaker gets fucking tabled again. Like we're back to where we were.
No, that was the first time he tabled him, right? Or am I bugging?
No, he tabled him before. What is it in the triple threat? I think with Baron Corbin.
Okay.
This is not the first time Braun Breaker like got tabled. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of want this whole thing to kind of like come to an end.
Hey, Braun Breaker can go too. You know.
Yeah, I was just about to say I don't feel like they will have anything for Braun Breaker after this Von Wagner thing is over. So, but Von, like, he's getting Von Wagner over. That's the thing, and like Von Wagner's over. Can we please move on?
He's over.
In our pseudo main event, we have the confrontation between Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes.
They got the CW on early.
Yeah,
we about to go full All American on y'all.
This boy said we acting today. This was a really good little promo segment here. I like the inclusion of Alexis King here, although the internet is going ape shit crazy about it. In the bad way.
He got an uphill battle to win the internet over. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I don't think
they are looking for every reason to say this nigga stinks.
I don't think he should be aiming for the internet's approval. I think he should just really go out there and do his own thing. And what the internet is on his ass about right now is absolutely ridiculous to me. Like, can we wait till he actually has like a terrible match before we say like Ben told you so?
Yeah, look, I mean, for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, during the promo when Alexis King comes out, he like wants to go take his sunglasses off and put it in his jacket pocket, but he couldn't find his pocket. So he just threw it.
It's probably one of those stupid fake pockets that jackets come with.
Regardless, I saw what happened live. I just laughed at it. I think that was funny. And then like the people took it like as some like sign. I saw a tweet that said this is one of the worst debuts ever of all time. And I'm just like, bro, this isn't worse than Shockmaster. Bro, come on, bro. Like let's be real. Like, because he couldn't get his fucking sunglasses in his pocket, like this is what we're doing now. But besides that, I do feel like it's much deeper than that. I think a lot of people on the internet, if they see Alexis King succeed in NXT when he couldn't succeed in AEW, they'll spiral. I mean, that means that AEW failed, and they have to admit that, and they don't want to admit that, so they're gonna look for any way they can to say, "Oh yeah, he didn't make it." Immediately.
My thing is that they're lying about AEW already. So even if Alexa King proves them wrong, like it's not gonna stop the lie. So like, but whatever. There's too much investment about a man not being able to find his fucking pocket, honestly. But Trick Williams and Carmelo, Trick Williams actually doesn't know who hit him. And I thought that part of the promo was very interesting because Carmelo Hayes kind of like lights up a little bit about like,
you don't even know, huh? Okay.
Oh, I don't know who hit you, huh? So, and then, honestly, Melo's talking mad guilty because guess what? Trick never blamed him. He never said it was him.
Trick kind of implied he implied, he didn't say it straight up. Say it, he implied it though. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I saw
he
you. The
did.
first
He
person
did.
I saw was you.
Yeah, so can he could have just been like the first one I saw was you, so tell me what happened, and that could have been it. But like I said earlier, Alexis King comes out here, becomes a little shit stirrer, and then what is
Yeah,
it?
you gotta cut that fucking beard, bro.
Oh, the beard is terrible.
It looks worse every week. Like, it gets worse every week. It's really
you get
pissing me
hyper,
off.
you get hyper focused on how terrible the beard is.
It's really pissing me off.
But yeah, Alexis King has started taunting Trick Williams, and then Trick Williams is like, "Man, I told your ass to mind your own business," and then it tries to swing on him, but decks Carmelo.
First of all, the Trick didn't even attempt to look like he was trying to punch fucking Alexis King.
Yeah,
that fist went straight to Carmelo's.
Hey man, that's just how it be. Sometimes you sometimes you don't punch your homeboy by accident.
That shit was metal to that was like it was like magnetically attracted to his face. Bro, I don't know. But then he gets punched, and then Carmelo's crying on the floor, which I thought was also
he wasn't
funny.
crying.
He was crying on the floor. That man's eyes was red and puffy.
Yeah, nah, that shit was hilarious.
The whole pro was funny.
Yeah, so they're milking this a little bit. So I don't know if hopefully we get something going on at Deadline.
Trick Mello Deadline would be interesting. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I would very much like to see that.
Or it might be just Trick versus King or something like that, or Carmelo versus Alexis King. I do think it's interesting that they included Alexis King into this. That must mean they really see something in him to put him in that kind of like the top. I would probably say the top men's program on NXT, because Dragunov's not doing anything currently. So
Dragunov is like
he went Barry Corbin. So yeah,
which is not a top program.
Which is not a top program. So yeah,
not a top program.
So yeah, I mean, I think they must see something in King where they think, okay, let's put him in there, sink or swim. With these two guys. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. NXT quick hits, man. We got Noam Dar defeating Tozawa in a Heritage Cup match. Y'all know how I feel about these, so no.
It was cool. That's all I really got.
Chase, honestly, I'm sorry, what is it? When Tozawa went up to the top rope and then he got off it to go look at the trophy, I said, okay, let's start fast forwarding, please.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It made Tozawa. Tozawa already looks goofy, so I guess it's kind of on brand, but I didn't like that. Alpha Academy was over in the building.
Hey man, if you are on the main roster and you go back to the performance center, they're gonna go fucking crazy. Except for like Natalia.
No, they gave Natalia that pop. He almost cried.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I meant Dana Brooke.
That's crazy. Dana's the only one who didn't get cheered.
No, they probably can't. They cared about Dana for all of 2 weeks, bro.
That's crazy. Remember the pop Dolph Ziggler got when he showed up?
They went apeshit.
They went crazy for Dolph Ziggler. I said, Dolph Ziggler, I guess. Otis had a match against Drew Gulak. I always liked Otis. I always thought Otis was pretty decent in the ring. And
compared to Tucker Knight, he was always better.
Yeah, of course, poor Tucker. But I've always liked Otis. I didn't think he needed to be Money in the Bank when they gave it to him. I thought that was a little too much, but honestly, that would have been fire. If you know what, I think the Otis thing when he was singles on SmackDown or whatever, it probably would have been more fire. Like that whole moment with him and Mandy would have been way more fire if like the crowd was there for that. I think him not having a crowd kind of fucked it up. I feel like if the crowd was around during that time, I think Otis would be in a much different position than he is now.
I think the position that he's in is great. Not like you said it as if it was a bad thing, but I'm glad it all worked out for him.
It did. Even if he's a loser. But
yeah. The family drops off some mail for Andre Chase, and JC Jane gets a look. I think that he paid them boys to lay down for the mat tan.
Wow. Wow.
The pin me, the pin me, pay me. Yeah,
That's interesting allegations right there.
I think he paid for the pin so he could reestablish some order within Chase University.
Hmm. That makes me want to go back and rewatch the match. Damn, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. Pay them boys off.
Yeah, he used the tuition to do that.
Because you know Tony Azzo was just like, "Hey man, I did you that favor, brother." What else favor could he have done? Because the only thing he did was let him pin him, bro.
Wow.
JC Jane knows this title reign is fake.
Damn, it's just Fugazi. That's crazy.
Shit, Fugazi, bro. I'm telling you that's gonna be the turning point of the story. Lola Vice and Electra Lopez was talking shit backstage to all the other breakout tournament participants. And I don't know, they was just talking a lot of shit. Then Roxanne pulled up and said, "Hey man, just because you won that shit don't mean you are that. So I'm gonna beat your ass." And then Kalani Jordan and Roxanne, they defeat Electra Lopez and Lola Vice. And you know what? If this is going to be the sort of Money in the Bank briefcase type shit, then I don't expect Lola Vice to be really getting any wins, especially over somebody like Roxanne.
She didn't get pinned, so
yeah, she didn't get pinned, but still, she lost.
She did lose though. She didn't get pinned, so that's a good sign.
Yeah,
I think Electric going to be around just to take her pins, pretty much when they want her to lose, but. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this match. Roxanne Perez, we said it a bajillion times. She don't need to be there no more either. She can also go.
If she's gonna help Kalani Jordan kind of get her footing or whatever, then that's fine. But no, she doesn't really need to be here much longer. Honestly, this tag team could have been a one-time thing. Other silly
right now.
Yeah, some other silly stuff that happened in the shit was Ariana Grace. Trying to be the ring announcer, and then Carmelo Petrovic. That was her name, right?
Carmen Petrovic. I didn't even know who that was when she first hit her. I was like, "Who the hell is that?"
Yeah, because I thought it was the other blonde lady, the other white blonde lady. But yeah, that was her, and then she attacked Ariana Grace. So they're gonna branch off and do their thing on Level Up. You know that's where it goes.
Not Ariana Grace, man. When I was watching on Wednesday, on Tuesday, I was just like, yo, you know who she sounds like? She sounds like Stephanie McMahon, but like when she was younger. Like go listen to like a 99 Stephanie McMahon promo or something like that. They have the same cadence, the same sound and everything. It's really interesting. I wonder if she like studied that or something, or that's just how she sounds in general. I don't know. There's something interesting I noticed.
How she sounds. Brawling Brutes has a little video package, and they just
that shit was hard.
OTM, you're not the only motherfuckers from the streets, man. Y'all pussy.
Yeah, we put in.
Talk to him.
We put in work. We put in work too. You know what I mean?
He said, "Man, y'all blog was the only one that was tough, bro.
You know what I mean?
I've been doing this.
We was out there with the Mandem.
You feel me? Out there with my polka."
Yeah, I've been watching Top Boy. I'm trying to incorporate more UK slang into my everyday language.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because you're gonna call somebody a roadman, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro?"
I need the peas, Cyrus.
Yeah, that's not happening. All right, that is it for NXT. You can subscribe to us on patreon.com/The A Show RNC. You can follow us on Twitter at The A Show RNC. You can follow Quan at The Comeback Spot, and you can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR. We have new shirts. We have new merch.
I was gonna say that.
Your 6-piece hot take. Pre-order yours today. Yeah, man. Really fire shirt. I can't wait. Meals killed it with the design, man. So
I'm waiting on mine. Where's mine at?
Dog, I cannot wait for mine to come in, bro.
I'm standing outside the mailbox waiting for my shirt to come in.
Yeah, I hope that shit comes. It's probably gonna come like in a few weeks. So
that's fine. I'm not in no rush. But look, if I were you, I would get into a rush and buy the shirt, pre-order the shirt, tell your friends.
Yeah, make sure you get yours so we can get ours.
I mean, then when you get the shirt, you can add us, put the shirt on. You know what I mean? Take a picture. You can add us. Let us know you got it.
I mean, show love to the show. Also, our first T-shirt is also up. The Revenge Tour tees are also up for pre-order as well. So if you missed that drop, you could get those as well.
I think those are limited though.
Yeah, they're limited, but still get it. Get it before somebody else do.
Yeah.
All right. So that is it for the War Report. See you guys next week.